Nobody. Nobody there. There's nobody there. It's all in your mind. Just put it together, man. Idiot. It's just nobody there.
Finally, you're awake. You're in pain. This will help.
Where am I?
Oh, where am I, he says. Ain't it obvious? You're in the middle of nowhere. Now, I want two things from you. Your credit card number and your passport.
What the hell would you kidnap me for that for?
Because I need to take your identity, of course.
You're not having it.
Ah, fine. I guess I'll just have to beat it out of you then.
Okay, my name is Rob Sadler and I play Malcolm Alexander. Shooting day was fascinating. I felt as though all the production team were very professional, very dedicated, all specific in their role. One of the actors that stepped in actually was studying acting at university, so he was able to give me tips on how to play dead and go floppy and be tipped into a boot of a car, and I found that quite fascinating. This is what will stick with me. The fight scenes were very good. My fellow actor Paul and I looked like we were really hurting each other, but we weren't. And so to strangle someone takes some illusion, as it were.
My name's Paul Reed and I'm playing the attacker.
What was it like working with the production team?
I loved the production team. I thought they really knew what they were doing, and you can't ask for anything more than that. And they kept it a lot of fun.
Was there anything that stood out for you on shoot?
I think it was the strangling scene. Judging by the reaction we got to the crew, they really did think I'd hurt Rob at one stage.
Where we have you from. So maybe Robert starts walking, yeah, and then Bradley.
So my name's Tommy Bond, and my two roles were director and colour grader. My main focus was to work with actors. For example, there was a couple of times we was getting the DOP and camera operator were getting close-ups of Malcolm Alexander's hand. Now, he thought he was being followed. So, you know, if you're walking down the woods and you think you're being followed, your hands would sweat a bit and they would get a bit tense, you know? And he was very still. So obviously I communicated with him and I said to him, look, could you try, you know, tension your hands a bit, like see how it looks? And it worked perfect.
I have Mark, as you can see here. My name is George Skinner. The roles I'll be responsible for in this production is the first AD. I will also be the sound recorder in the production stage, and I'll be the picture editor in post-production. I'm also the script writer for this production, because this was an idea that I had done 2 years ago. As the sound recorder, I worked very closely with the camera operator. In general, it was quite an interesting job for me because I hadn't done something like this before. Sometimes I had to hold my hand up and say stop. In some cases, when the director said camera rolling, as camera was rolling, sound, no, sorry, there's a sound coming in. And I said, what sounds? Police sirens. Oh, I can't hear any police sirens. Well, I can't, so we have to stop. And yeah, it's quite amusing when it happens.
My name is James Dunningham. In the short film, I'll be responsible for the director of photography, which includes picking lenses, shot lists. I'll also be responsible for lighting plans and make sure the lights are set up. And in the final edit, I'll be responsible for sound edits. One of my roles was to be in charge of lighting, so I had to make sure all the lights were in the correct places. We set the lights up the day before as well to give us extra help. As the OP on set, I tested the lenses beforehand and I added them to the shot list to make sure I knew what lenses I wanted for each shot. I also did oversee some of the cinematographer's work just to make sure it was what the director had visioned, to make sure it was similar.